Can you share more about the moment you realized something had to change?
Yeah. It's happened a number of times, but just for the people that I cause pain, I won't say too much detail, but I had made a series of choices, but it had to do a lot with drugs and alcohol, since we're talking about the sobriety part of it. And I was causing harm to other people with my actions, saying inappropriate things, doing inappropriate things, and that had at its core been a part of so many fears. It was unresolved trauma. It was not understanding the mental illnesses I had. There was all these things. It's not an excuse. I needed to know in that moment, like, I can't fucking live like this anymore. I can't do this. I am, what people refer to as I was being canceled. And it wasn't, it was facing accountability for what I was causing. And it was, there's not a clear path for many on what to do next when we realize that, especially for men, especially when that's the script that we've been given. Like, script as in, this is the way it's written, but also like a prescription. Like, this is what it means to be a man. This is the man box. All these things we can't do. Don't do this. Don't ask for help. Don't. That dehumanize us and make us less than. And it's something that, Bell Hooks talks about in a number of her books, A Will to Change, which is, if you haven't read that yet, any men that are listening, please do yourself a favor and read that book. It's going to open your eyes to a lot of stuff, I feel. Um, and to understand that I am a part of the problem and I need to be accountable for that. And then to look back, zoom out and see how much of the problem is a system, a patriarchal system, that I am showing up in my own patriarchy and I am showing up in my own like mind of, of a colonizer and these kind of things. How do I take that all in and say, I can't be this anymore? And for a lot of people, when they get sober, it is an AA program. I do not believe in any higher power like you. It sounds like you've probably had a deconstruction of your religion and faith. I am probably what I would call an anti-theist. I think that we are at a point that we no longer need it. I think that there's a lot to that. That's a totally different conversation. But for me, when I first started looking at ways to get sober, it didn't make sense for me to go to AA. Because the second rule is I got to give it over to somebody. Like, no, I want to know that I can have control over this thing. I can't just give it up to something. I need to figure out tools. So I used a program called Smart Recovery, which is self-management and